So in the last lesson you saw this navbar component which we created by ourselves. In this video I'll be making you understand what this JSX is and how it is related to HTML. JSX is nothing but, you can say, in React DOM we create any component or element by using create element. This is a JavaScript function which we use for creating element. So that we can also use in this way, but that has you can say very long method. That's a very long method. So for that we React changed something in this, and it has added JSX feature. JSX means simply you can write HTML code, but they have modified some of the parts. For example, uh, in normal in normal HTML, you can specify the class by this. Okay, like class attribute you can specify directly, but in React it has changed something. It has renamed this class to class name, you can say. So now you cannot use class directly, because class is a reserved keyword in JavaScript, so that clashes with that. So that's why you cannot use class attribute. So they have modified this into class name. So that is one change, you can say, in the JSX. The other thing, in return you can only return one component. If you try to return two elements, for example I'm exporting this is div1, for example this is div1, and I want to use it one more time. You can see my ID is also giving me error, my Visual Studio is also giving me error. So you can see it is saying that you cannot export any two elements. JSX expression must have one parent element, which means the expression which we have wrought contains two elements, but return statement only returns one statement, or you can say one thing can be returned by this. So for that, solution is you just need to enclose it into one div. That's one solution that we can do, but the div has like lot of memory, like the div takes more memory. So normal without normal div you can use fragment also. This is called fragment. This fragment is for making the parent when you have multiple elements. When you want to return multiple elements, then you have to use this fragment. This is similar to div, but you cannot specify other thing, for example class name and all. It is not a div, it is just giving it a parent, we are using it. Also one way is by using this react.fragment, you can import that. This way you can also make a parent element in this. So the shorter way is this, so we are using that in this. So we'll be removing it and we'll be using this one. So that takes less memory than div, that's why we'll be using this. And other changes are similar, but when you are specifying, for example when you are specifying other attributes, for example src and on change, that is changed in this. So for example in JavaScript you use on click like this without any camel casing, but in this it has changed many things. Now you can use on click by using it as a camel casing. So you cannot use on click without camel casing. So there are some attributes which are changed in this. That's the basic change they have made, but the other thing is fine. So you can use it as it is, like that. If you know the HTML, then that's fine. You can use it as a JSX. The thing the thing which are changed is attributes. So attribute naming you have to understand. That will be understanding by the development. We'll be doing the development. We'll be understanding that. gradually. So you can see our preview that it has returned 2 divs. Also, you can create multiple components. It was one example. You can create one more component, and similarly you will be using it in this app. So you don't have to import any index, but into the app. Then index will take care of that, and that will import this app component, which is the main component. We'll be using all the pages and components in this. Okay, so I'll be guiding you how you can create your own structure for the development in the next video. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching this. I hope you understand something.